Are you ready to learn about one of the most successful and controversial figures in the world of business and real estate? From humble beginnings to becoming a multi-millionaire entrepreneur, author, and motivational speaker, Cardone has made waves in the industry with his unapologetic approach to business and life. But how did he get to where he is today? What are his secrets to success? And what can we learn from his journey? Get ready to find out as we explore the fascinating rise of Grant Cardone. Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. Although before we start, if you appreciate the content and all the research that went into this video, it would help out this channel a lot if you hit the like button. If you are new to this channel, kindly hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell to get more videos like this. Let's get started without further ado. If you ask any billionaire how they made their money, the answer will almost always include an early-stage investment in real estate. The benefit of a strong understanding of real estate investing cannot be understated for the most successful, those titans of the industry whose unrivaled financial savvy and power changed the world around them. Grant Cardone, one of the most notable real estate moguls in contemporary history, is setting a new standard by encouraging millions of loyal followers to join him on his journey and follow his unique route to financial security. Cardone is almost certainly a name you've heard of. The charismatic investor is known around the world for his business-building leadership and the enormously popular 10x business model, which has contributed to his spectacular rise in the global arena. With a portfolio of real estate investments worth more than $4 billion, the innovative influencer has utilized his knowledge and experience to teach people how to create significant wealth, all while establishing his empire of profitable businesses. CEO, entrepreneur, real estate investor, author of a New York Times best-selling book, experienced sales trainer, social media guru, and inspiring public speaker are just a few of the titles Grant Cardone has earned. We met with the jet-setting businessman to find out how he made his money and what it takes to become one of the most well-known personalities on the internet. Unlike many of his millionaire peers, Grant Cardone was not born with a silver spoon in his mouth. His larger-than-life personality informs us that his childhood was severely influenced by the death of his father when he was only 11 years old. Cardone's father was the son of two Italian immigrants who worked tirelessly to provide for his family. His father was the first in his family to have a formal education, having grown up during the Great Depression. Before his father's death, Cardone's mother was a stay-at-home mom with no major training or employable skills who spent much of her time clipping coupons out of anxiety that there wouldn't be enough money to pay the bills. Cardone recounts how he couldn't feel her worry and the stress caused by financial insecurity. In his adolescence, Cardone's grief and hatred over his father's death drove him down a path that eventually led to drug and alcohol abuse. At the age of 18, he was doing drugs almost every day, and at the age of 20, he suffered yet another significant loss when his older brother died in an accident. The experience further exacerbated his substance misuse issues, making him feel like a failure to himself and his family. Cardone wounded himself in the hospital a few years later at the age of 23 after nearly getting killed by some unsavory people he was involved with. That's when he recognized he'd reached rock bottom and decided to overhaul his life. Cardone resolved to be the best version of himself by giving up all drugs, alcohol, and anything else that was holding him back. So, how did Grant go from a life fueled by drug addiction to a prosperous existence? Grant developed a heroin addiction at a young age. Grant understands that addiction is a real, serious, and occasionally fatal problem. Addiction can afflict everyone regardless of their background or upbringing. It's true. He would go on to struggle with addiction for the next 9 years, even overdosing. His open chat sheds light on the truth that addiction recognizes no bounds, no color, and no class, and anyone can fall prey to it. Grant would attempt and fail to become clean for multiple years after 5 years of addiction. Saying no to those we love can be one of the most difficult things to do, and in Grant's case, it was his mother's tough love that saved his life and set the course for his future. Grant went on to complete the treatment program and begin to construct a new life for himself. He worked tirelessly to create his new, drug-free life in his characteristic all-out style. And the data indicate that his hard work, growing himself into work, and restoring his life paid off. That voyage, however, was not without considerable challenges, since the economy was in a depression, and with record unemployment, he had no choice but to work in vehicle sales. Grant Cardone earned enormous money from his early investments, but the real estate industry was not without its problems. The 2008 crisis put Cardone's fortitude to the test, as each of his enterprises was all but destroyed in the aftermath of the financial downturn. He and his wife were expecting their first child at the time. Cardone's outrageously successful 10x concept was born. Since then, the visionary entrepreneur has inspired millions of people around the world by sharing his story and the keys to his success as an investor and real estate specialist. Cardone's best-selling book, The 10X Rule, combined with his years of sales consulting experience, prompted the international magnate to launch the 10X Growth Conference, the 10X Global Movement, and several Cardone-branded companies, all with the mission of helping others improve their businesses, careers, finances, and relationships. There is no denying his tremendous accomplishments as an author, business luminary, and CEO of numerous companies such as Cardone Capital, Cardone Ventures, Cardone Training Technologies, and the Grant Cardone Foundation. We asked the colorful castle builder to share some ideas with our readers on what it takes to master real estate dynamics, become a highly respected social media influencer, and use his reach to establish multi-million-dollar crowdfunding projects. According to Cardone, the three most common issues in real estate are discipline, patience, and not thinking big enough. With real estate, it's not if you make money, it's when, he rightly says. Genuine wealth is built over years, not quarters or even minutes. While he frankly concedes that the ideal moment to invest in real estate was 20 years ago, Cardone firmly believes in the future of the sector, forecasting that investors, not homeowners, will continue to comprise a bigger majority of those acquiring single-family houses in America. Nothing can stop the United States from becoming a nation of renters. Inflation will simply make homeownership more difficult. Grant Cardone approaches social media in the same way, always thinking 10x bigger. Surprisingly, Cardone claims to have generated about $1 billion in funds without the need for brokers or banks, instead allowing anyone to engage in his business projects through crowdfunding. His established track record of success has enabled millions of followers to keep an eye out for his next investment and earn passive income every month, as well as tax benefits from any residual depreciation. Although many individuals raise money for real estate, no one has ever done what I am doing, he boasts. The crowdsourcing approach extends to Cardone's charity initiatives, where he uses his enormous following to assist others in need. In addition to his 10X Health program, which focuses on wellness and positive energy, the Grant Cardone Foundation is dedicated to assisting children who do not have fathers, to provide mentoring and financial literacy instruction to adolescents in disadvantaged and at-risk groups, especially those without a father figure, says the charity's mission statement. Grant Cardone, 64, is a physically fit man. When asked how he maintains his energy as a busy, jet-setting entrepreneur, he explains how devotion to his well-being led to the purchase of another company, now known as 10X Health. Cardone has no plans to slack down anytime soon. We couldn't end our interview with Cardone without inquiring about his love of private jets and fast cars. While he readily recognizes that the time savings and comfort of traveling privately are significant advantages. 3 business lessons to learn from Grant Cardone. Number 1, invest in yourself. Number 2, get your advice from the right people. Number 3, 10x your goals. Grant's story is an encouragement for people who are actively addicted as well as families who are enduring the misery of seeing a loved one enslaved by addiction. We appreciate Grant's candor in discussing his addiction and how he overcomes it. After addiction, recovery is possible, and a bright, new drug free life is attainable.